We have apps on our phones to track our food, our steps, our exercise, even our medication.
Yeah, well, now diabetics are turning to their smartphones to help manage the disease. For Your Life, Your Health, Lori Pritchard shows us just how the technology is really making a difference for teenagers with diabetes.
216.
216 is not the time. It's Gabby Zalea's glucose number. She uses an app on her phone to monitor her diabetes and make any necessary adjustments.
I just gave myself insulin, so I'll go down soon.
Diagnosed at 7, Gabby has leaned on her friends and especially her family to keep life as normal as possible.
It's just having a constant fear at day and night to make sure they're okay and they're safe. And, you know, if it's hard for them, especially because I'm very protective.
In fact, Gabby's dad often goes to basketball camp, soccer camp, and school outings.
I'm kind of her little shadow.
But a new app that sends Guillermo notifications has changed that.
It tells me at 70 that she's going down, and then at 55, that's the urgent, that we need to do something right away.
It's made it a lot easier for me to go to my friend's house without my dad texting me and saying, hey, check your blood sugar, because he can already see where I am.
Gabby has a patch on her stomach that checks her blood sugar constantly and then sends the information to her phone and her dad's. Diabetes educators definitely see many advantages to using glucose monitoring apps.
It gives them a little bit more freedom and helps them to do what they need to and learn to take care of themselves.
Gabby still has to calibrate the app twice a day.
238. I'm a little high.
Gabby's motivation to keep her diabetes in check is not just her health, but her driver's license. She has to keep her numbers in check to get a doctor's note to drive.
Ever since I was little, I was told diabetes won't hold you back from anything. It was important to get my driver's license to prove that diabetes doesn't hold you back.
Lori Pritchard, KSL 5 News.
A New Zealand and National Institute of Health study out just last month found that mobile apps that help monitor good self-care habits prevent complications developing in adulthood.
Well, it turns out your next doctor visit may just be a phone call or a click away.
My name's Robin. Welcome to Connect Care.
Last year, Intermountain Healthcare launched Connect Care. It's a telehealth urgent care system. Now, you can access it either through an app on your phone or tablet or a computer with a webcam. After answering a few brief medical questions, you're then connected with a provider of your choosing. Intermountain says convenience is a key advantage here.
Intermountain understands that it's not always easy to be a patient, that illness doesn't always follow a set schedule, it's not always easy to make it to the doctor, to the clinic.
We are an urgent care provider for a limited scope of practice. Our top 4 diagnoses are conjunctivitis, sinusitis, cystitis or bladder infections, and rashes.
Calls are just $49 and less than that if you have a partnered insurance. Deanie?
Well, they're in your local gym, they're in your basement, or maybe in a corner of your bedroom. We're talking treadmills. They are the most frequently used piece of exercise equipment. For this high-tech special, we went out and we found 2 of the most unique treadmills at the Intermountain Park City Live Well Center.
Jump into special neoprene shorts. Step into a big bubble-like contraption. Zip everything together and hold on while this space-age technology fills up with air, takes over, and does the work. It's called the Alter G, a zero-gravity treadmill.
I kind of think this is what the astronauts must have felt like when they landed on the moon.
Developed by NASA engineers, it lowers the feeling of gravity and reduces the impact of weight.
Well, if somebody weighs 100 pounds, we can put them in the Alter G and take their body weight down to 15% of 100, so 15 pounds.
It feels like I weigh about 20 pounds less than I do. It's a lot easier to run on the balls of my feet.
Patients rehabbing use it to exercise without weight or very little weight on their joints.
It allows people to restore normal range of motion and normal mechanics faster because they're doing it in a safe environment without pain.
Runners like Amy use it to get faster and stronger without getting injured. Runners like Julianne, training for a half marathon, turn to this high-speed treadmill.
It will go faster than any human has ever run.
That's 35 miles per hour. The fastest human can go 27.
Also, it is a big, much more sturdy piece of equipment that allows us to take patients and athletes to peak performance.
Trainers hook the runners up to a harness for safety purposes and then monitor the short, explosive, intense workouts.
Ooh, it's hard. I could tell after about 6 seconds I was about to fall off regardless of how hard I was trying to run.
The wider, longer treadmill also allows runners to train backwards and sideways.
And it puts people again into motions that are unique and allows us to analyze muscles and nerve function beyond what any other piece of equipment will do.
Building muscle memory that hopefully translates to the solid ground.
I've tried that anti-gravity treadmill before, and the takeaway for me was, what a difference just a few pounds makes.
That's
in the
amazing.
Whole scheme of things. It is.
So intense.